everybody. In today's class we are going to be saying about Express.js framework. That day itself we have told about how the parameter routing, how the Node.js, how the installation of the MongoDB, everything completed. In continuity of the same, how the corresponding Express.js is going to be getting represented here. So in this case you see the request, all the requests are granting from the corresponding client side. Who is the client means end users. Who are all the end users means you are all the users using the corresponding Express.js. Now you are all requesting. What you are all requesting means to the corresponding Express.js, whether it might be your event loop, it might be your threading. What is actually a thread? Thread is nothing but concurrently, simultaneously the process can be done. So how the corresponding sleep state for the one processing and the second processing is going to be getting ready. Okay. So like that only, that it might be requesting for the thread or it might be requesting for the MongoDB driver to activate your root. Here the TCP IP playing a role of router. Root. How the corresponding transaction control protocol along with the IP address. So as I said on the day, what all the corresponding digits will be getting comprised for the IP address 192.10.250.11. Like that, you will be having your host representation, your COM representation, your IP address, your router address, like that. Your IP address is going to be getting varied with the dotted sign. Okay, so like that, your root will be defining here as TCP IP. That is nothing but the network and network security feature at all. You might have studied about the TCP layer. That is nothing but transaction control protocol followed by your IP address. So like that only your MongoDB here. So this MongoDB, what it will do? This is a mongoose. The connection or the user is going to be getting, driver is going to be getting created in this place to the corresponding client. It is requesting to the Express.js. Then the MongoDB database at the back end, it is going to be taken up the value and how the process in turn is going to be getting returned back to the end users. So this is about the Express.js processing state, whereas the thread is nothing but your wait state, that is your sleep state. So I am going to be taking some rest for 1 second or 2 seconds or 3 seconds or some millisecond time. Seconds less than only your millisecond time. Okay. So whatever the corresponding operating system job you are doing, so what is operating system? Interface between the user and the hardware. So each and every job you are going to be allocating for the corresponding operating system is going to be getting varied as a time called CPU burst time. What is the time? CPU burst time. For example, your process P1, P2 will be there. So for example, the P1 is going to be taking the state of 300 millisecond time. P2 is going to be taking the state of 10 millisecond time. Always your burst time is going to be getting varied with a millisecond time. So whenever the time comes, it is going to be getting varied like that. The thread waiting state has come over here. So these are all the things we defined in the previous class itself. How the corresponding variable state for the Express we are just going to be defining here. That is, we are in turn of going to make use of that package actually. That's what here required Express is there. Like that only to make a corresponding route clear. So for that purpose only the corresponding HTTPS, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol in a secure state. Okay. So HTTPS required, we are in need of the corresponding to get and the post method. We are in need of the corresponding transfer protocol, that is HTTPS. Like that only FS, as you said on that day, file synchronization. We are in need of requiring that one. Then through the corresponding app, you are going to be doing all the Express packages, JSON, BSON, all those things we are just going to be incorporating. So like that only where options. So what is this IP address represents here? Your localhost, common IP of the corresponding MongoDB you are using. The MongoDB we are activating. For the corresponding MongoDB, your localhost number is going to be getting varied with 127.0.0.1. Like that only your key, that day itself I told about SSL. What is that SSL? Secure socket layer. What is actually this socket represents? What this socket represents means switching on and off, you know. What is that inside that one? Connectivity. So connectivity, if I am just plugging in, inside that what all the role it is doing actually. So it is making this one interface through this corresponding laptop. This is acting as an interface. With this I am just making you all to enable the visual visual representation so that your projector is getting projected. What is the content I am just having here in the source? Source is here my laptop. Through this interface, it has been got connected. So how the information is coming over. So like that only here also the corresponding socket layer, how your transaction, your routing, everything you are doing, it is going to be going in a correct path. So it is going to be saying your server dot key. So as I said on that day, two keys we have. One is private key, your own key, secret key. It will not be getting shared to your friends also. Once you are all sharing your key, that is nothing but you revealed the secrecy. The third party knows. The third party will be trying to access your key using the corresponding brute force attack. That is nothing but trying to steal the corresponding password by putting many attempts in any way. So my date of birth, this is my date of birth. My name, this is my name. My child name, this is my child name. So like that, in any way I will be giving the laptop to my system. They will be thinking that one and they will be trying to keep on attempt till they require the corresponding key value. So like that only this corresponding server dot key is doing over here. CERT on the day itself I said about the certifying authority is going to be issuing the certificate to you. It might be 15 days validity or 30 days validity. So your signature valid. So once for all you are just inserting your pen drive. In that pen drive, what they told on that day in the IV, it will be getting opening the name of the concerned, whereas they are given authorized means they will be giving the corresponding signature in my name. Padma, you can access till this much days, it will be valid. Like that only your screen is going to be getting open. With that you can authorize. How many file you can authorize? You can authorize. What are all the secure socket layer you want to give authentication, you can give it. So like that only your CRT plays a role here. That is nothing but the certifying authority is going to be granting the permission. Okay. Like that only create server app listen. What this listen will do? I said on that day, server is running on the port. That is nothing but your event listener emitter. Okay. So it is listening on the port 80. Like that 8080, 8300 or 4300, whatever it is going to be listening your 80 port. Then create server options I am giving. In that option, what I am just calling here means that app, it is going to be represented here with the Express. I can listen on the port as 443. Then with the help of the get. So what the get app will do, get users using the corresponding root parametric value, that is REQ, RES with the callback function. Okay. So what is request, what is response? I told on that day, request you are all requesting me. Response, in turn I am just giving the query, answer to you all. Interaction means you also will talk, I will also will talk. That is the interaction. Only this is a single way. I am only talking, you are all listening. Okay. So this is one way communication. If I am just putting forward the question to you, you are in turn responding me always. It is a two-way direction. So like that only your RES, that is response is sending the information. That is I have received. What are the information development, that is hello from Express. It is responding. That is what RES dot set. Okay. This is applying the parametric value to activate the corresponding root path. Okay. This also on the day itself I have completed. So implementing roots also we told on the day. Get and post method. So that this alone you can see app dot method. What type of method you are just going to be making use of? I said on the day method is there, function is there. While we are talking about the MongoDB, we were saying about UIUD method. The same way I just told about show dot show, that is form on dot show, open bracket and close bracket, whenever, wherever I am just giving, that is representing the method. Okay, form on dot show in the Windows Form application. So which are all the methods, which are all the procedures, which are all the functions, everything is going to be coming over. For example, in the corresponding node.js you are opening one file, JS file you want to open. So how will you be opening the node.js? You will be running your project folder you will create. After creating the folder, you will be building the corresponding package. Once for all you are building the package, in the left hand side of the corresponding node.js, you will be finding packages.json, app, src, everything, folder, small folder will be coming. Like that, node modules will come. Okay, node underscore module. So once for all, you are just click on the same project name, right click that one. You can create your own new file will come. New file will come. Do you all remember this concept? New file. In that new file only you have to say sample.js or hello.js or first sample.js, whatever the file name you can give with the extension of JS. That is your Java script file. Okay. So once for all, you click on enter, right hand side, your tab will get open. In that tab, you are going to be typing console. You just type console dot. Once for all, you are just clicking on the dot. What will come? Drop down menu will come. Can you recognize that? Console dot. Simply you just click on dot. Then log. Once for all, you are selecting all. Automatically your drop down will come. From that you can select your log. Then after that, open bracket, close bracket. Once for all, you are giving only a single bracket. Automatically the close bracket will come. Inside the single quote, whatever you are just typing. That is what here. Using the corresponding method. What is the path? Root path I just want to go. The root path I can say as users dot app get brackets single quotes slash close single quotes means what is the root local host I am just going to be getting activated, from where I am just going to be accessing this one. That is what your path and callback function. How many callback functions you want, you can make use of. That's what it has been separated with commas. So this also we told on that day with the corresponding get method and post method. Method portion, using get or post we can have your path, your middleware. So middleware is going to be supporting either you want to go for your React or you can go for your Express.js. So whatever it is, React or your Node, we are in need of the Node.js. That framework is important. Before going and reading your Express file, you have to be having the confidence that your system is having Node.js. You must install that corresponding Node.js. What is the command for installing the Node.js? Everybody knows. What is that command? npm install Node.js. What is the command for installing Mongoose, MongoDB? Tell me, npm install Mongoose if you are giving, what is the role? Okay, so like that only the node man, only a single file, only a single user, collection I just want to extract, I am just going to be extracting all the information. So like that only the corresponding middleware, and along with that any callback function you want to specify, you can specify over there. That is what the path is going to be referring with the URL or URI. What is URL? Uniform Resource Locator. What I said on that day about URI? Uniform Resource Indicator. So indicator, it is indicating from which path onwards I just want to access the information. What is the local host for me? From here I am just going to be transferring to that side. What is the LAN connectivity? Is the LAN is getting connected? All the systems are got connected, or everything is a standalone. Like that we are just going to be saying. We are just going to be clear enough with all the path routes. So for that purpose only here, get or post method, we are just referring over here by handling the calling function. So that's what middleware parameters is going to be making use of n number of functions, 1 or 0, it might be nothing also. That's what in this inside the bracket you are giving, it is optional. Maybe, may not be. That's what the square bracket represents. Mandatory, whenever you are filling the form, star will be represented. The star represents mandatory. You are supposed to fill the corresponding column. You should not leave the column. So it is nothing is there, you can put 0. Otherwise you can NIL. Nil also you can put, but that corresponding column should not be left free. That is about the mandatory. So